I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my...
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready? 180. Check 45 to mine.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Buying time to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Ready?
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Chatty, blue lane, green, 17. I'm coming.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready? Watch the screen. Sonic. 56.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Flushed out right. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Being chased out left. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. Right at 8. 45. Watch the slack. Express. Solution. Reset. Check 45 to Mike.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston steps away to his left. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check safety. Great.
from the gun. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
This is taken at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. Forced out to his left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Ready? 125.
At the 36-yard line.
54. Hey, let's pin the mirror. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Winston caught by Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And this is caught at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Jones, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Into the secondary again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready? White 25. White 54. White 54. They can't hang with us. Here we go.
A first down throw for Winston. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Check. No. Green 17. Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check pass. Check pass.
From the 36, Winston stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Now Winston. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ready. Blue lady. Block 59. Rip right. Rip right.
Jameis now on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we talk about Luckk313, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
59. They're not ready for this, man. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Jameis now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hatchet. Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Silver, Silver.
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 51. Mike.
Great.
I got it.
This is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Good.
41-yard line.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming.
Great.
51, Mike.
From the 41, Newton escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
An extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tighten up.
1st down, Carolina.
Hey! Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 66. Pull it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. Check 4.
20.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check nickel. 8.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From just shy of midfield, Newton flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Shift. Mike's 54.
Gun.
He's scared. He gets.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Flush to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So don't say nothing.
Check 50. Check 50.
Great.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Here's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram.
Gun.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs 24.
Gun.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Gun.
Mike 51. And let's get that ball.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Push him back. Watch the edge.
Hey!
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They run. Devontae Freeman fights through, and now a crease. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Freeman again, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Bucks on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin White, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, McCaffrey. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them all.